Hello everyone, it's your boy, it's Paco Salaz from SoundFingers. I am very excited to be here with you for another video of our plugins. Today we're gonna be looking at one of our plugins called Skank, which is a guitar-based reggae plugin made just for reggae. So it's a very cool plugin we're gonna be looking at today. So stay with me, make sure you follow through all the videos so you can really understand how this plugin works. So come with me, let's get into the computer. Cool, so what you just heard, it's not just another guitar plugin. This plugin is specially built to play in reggae style. Skank is a guitar chord player but specialized in reggae style. So as I said, it's a chord player. You cannot play individual notes with it, but you can create grooves with it, which is one of the most important things in reggae, is in order to create that skank groove, you know. So we decided to create Skank, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. So here is our interface. This is what Skank looks like once you load it up. As you can see, we have 3 or 4 different sections here in our interface that allows you to create different sounds and envelope sounds, and you can change many things in order to create unique sounds that you are looking for your compositions. So let's gonna start real quick just talking about your guitar. So me as a guitar player, I always focus on the natural sound of the guitar. So it's very important for me to know, well, where is the input of the signal going through. In our Skank interface, you can choose and change the color and tone of your guitar depending on what pickups you want to choose. For example, we have the single coils. If you want more, like a punchy, more bright tone, you can choose the single coils, or if you want more warm kind of sound, you can go for the humbuckers. It all depends on what you are looking for your tone. And you can also choose between neck and bridge, or both of the pickups, depending if you want a more bright or dark kind of sound. You can change between neck, bridge, or as I said, you can use both of the pickups. You can also decide to change the attack, the hold of the chord, and the decay. The attack basically adjusts the strength of the strumming. So if you want a fast attack, you know the hit will be fast. So for example, let me just, here I have my guitar. If I give it more space, you can hear how it takes its time to attack. Or if I bring it down, you'll have a fast attack. The hold, it's basically how long it takes the chord, or how long it lasts. So if you have a longer hold, you can actually hear how the chord sounds, or a fast cut with a cold. And the decay is it's basically muting the chord with the palm of your hand. So it's how fast you wanna mute the strings. I'm gonna play a demonstration so you can see how this changes. Just changing these quick parameters of the attack, the hold of the stroke, and the decay. So you can see that just by modifying the hold of the stroke, you can see how the chords go through the float, or you can actually hear more of a percussive attack, you know. So this is a very cool feature because it allows you to create different types of guitar sounds. So now let's talk a little bit about the rhythm and the chord section. So you can basically choose between playing a major or a minor chord, and you can choose where is your starting point. So for example, if you have in your chord progression, let's say 3 major chords and 1 minor chord, I would suggest you choose the major chord because you have more major chords and you just have to use your key switch for 1 chord. So if I click on C0, you can see how the chord changes. So it's easier for you to play major chords and just use as less key switches as possible, just to focus on the actual strumming. So that's how you change chords from major to minor. Remember, this is a plugin that just focuses on chords for the guitar. So we can only play chords, major or minors. So that's the chords. Now we're gonna be talking about the rhythm. So we have our basic rhythm where we just strum once, as you can see, or you can invert the hit. So you get that up beat, very much used on ska. So getting that upbeat, it gives that you get that drive we get from ska music. That is actually very, very cool. You can also as you can see, the D0 activates the invert hit. So if we activate that button, we can actually, without using our key switch, and deselect by using our D0. So it's up to you to pre-select correctly what technique you're gonna be using from start. You can also use the first attack. You want it to be up or down. So you get that down attack and up attack. Or if you invert it, you get that drive. So we have very cool techniques. You need to play around with those combinations in order to get the right rhythm for your song. This is a very important tool. I really recommend you look and practice a lot using these tools to get the right rhythm and the flow going with your song. It's a very cool feature. Over here you can find the velocity mod section. In this section, basically you can choose between the start of the velocity you're gonna be attacking. So if we take these parameters all the way down, it doesn't matter if I hit the notes fast or actually strong or not strong. It would sound on the same level, on the same velocity. But if I decide to take these parameters all the way up, you can actually see that if I hit with less intensity or with more, it changes the sound. And I think that's a very cool feature to add more organic feeling and touch to your strumming. It's a very cool feature. And we have also our mute parameter. This one acts as the velocity for the hold parameter. So remember the hold we talked about a little bit earlier. So what we do is you can mute the hold depending on how strong you hit your note. You can hear. So if I bring this parameter up and I hit strong, you can actually mute the note. But if I bring it down and I still hit the note very strong, it all depends on your hold. So if I bring that hold up, you hear how it sustains the note. But if I bring the mute button up and I hit the note, it mutes. But if I hit it slowly or with not that much strain, so this mute parameter with the velocity mod controls the muting inside our hold parameter. So these are very special features that as I said, more combinations, more possibilities. So I really much encourage you to play around with these knobs so you can get the best out of this plugin. You can also play around with the sound of the guitar by modifying the cabinet and the amplifier you are using. We have several types of amps built in, so I'm gonna solo here real quick the guitar so you can listen how the sound changes just by tweaking a little bit of the EQ we have right here, the volume, the gain, and changing the amps and the cabinets we have. So let's take a listen. You can change the distance and the width. You can hear how it goes really close, very far. You can actually hear how the sound expands itself. So let's change the cap. This is a more tiny cap. You can actually hear how the EQ changes by just modifying the amplifier. So we have 5 different types of amps, and we have all these types of cabinets. So, as you can hear, there are many options regarding the sound of your guitar. I think this is a very cool feature. We need to really dive in and look at all the possibilities that we have by changing the amplifier and changing the cabinets. Another very cool thing you can do with Skank is that you can actually turn on and off the different effects we have built in our plugin. So, as you can see, we have these 5 different effects we have right here. We have chorus and phaser that you can play around with this. Our EQ, this is added as well as the built-in inside our amp. We have delay and reverb, and as you can see on your pads, you can actually assign one effect to one note. So if you have the reverb turned on and you play the D sharp 2, you can actually see how this little orange dot turns on. So we have a little bit of reverb turned on, but then if I click it, you can hear the big special reverb that we have activated right here. So this is a very cool feature. You can also align your delays, and also this is changing for the rhythm. So you can actually change the delay and reverb, and with this key switches. So this is another cool feature you can use inside Skank. Inside Skank, you can see we have a filter and also pre-made presets where you can choose from with our LFO and envelope, what you can play around. It just basically adds modulation, or if you want to change the sound or play a little bit more, you can choose. I'm gonna be playing the loop I have over here, so you can listen how the modulation changes. So as you can hear, this is another feature you can play around. I don't recommend that much on using this effect for reggae or ska. You can maybe you can use it to play around with maybe a doobie if you want a more airy kind of thing. You know, these are another features. What we wanted to do with this is create that wah feeling sound. But you can play around with this LFO and filter and create your own techniques and sound. So I think it's another cool feature you can play around. You can also change the waveform. I forgot to mention, you can change the waveform of the LFO down below but it's up to you to create those cool sounds. Alright my friends, that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and hope you could learn something out of it. Remember to leave your comments down below if you have any questions regarding Skank or any of our other products. Also remember to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, turn on the notifications so you can receive a message every time we upload a new video. Also, I really encourage you to check our website to look at all our plugins and all the videos, tutorials, and everything that we upload to our YouTube page. So yeah, see you until next time. Goodbye.